Remember how in the last video we flew to Memphis, Tennessee? Well, now we're going to explore Memphis, Tennessee in this video. To start things off, we went to this barbecue joint called Marlowe's, and it probably ended up being my favorite place that we ate at. It certainly slapped. I got pulled pork, my mom got normal spaghetti, while my dad got a dish called barbecue spaghetti, and it's exactly what it sounds like, spaghetti and barbecue. Apparently, it's a thing in Memphis. And then after making a stop at Kroger, shout out to the dude I met at Kroger, we headed to our hotel, which apparently is located in the Pinch district. That's something.
Could have rolled the road. Sorry, I was thinking about it. Sorry, I was gazing off.
I got everything. Okay. That's cool then.
All right. Oh, wow. Oh, look how simple this is. It makes you want to whisper. 203. Whoa. Whoa. Well, this is cool.
Sure is.
View of a staircase, but that's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say good circuit. One thing we want to keep the blinds closed if we're running around in here half naked. Oh. They have robes.
They do?
Oh.
Yeah, there's robes. They didn't clean very well then, did they?
I mean, these aren't open. Like, you think when they put fresh waters in it, they would have,
You would have thought so. Threw the milk out.
used everything.
Obviously.
Yeah, who knows what that milk is?
Oh, I would.
Yeah, apparently there was some milk left over in the refrigerator that the maids forgot to clean up, but you know, whatever though, right?
Oh, and there's a jacuzzi?
We will see more of the room later in the video. We wanted to do a little bit of exploring before everything closed down for the evening, so we did that. I didn't anticipate there being as many fish as there were here, but there were a lot of fish in a lot of these ponds.
Look at all the plecotomuses. A pleco.
Yeah, it looks like a cross between a fish and an alligator.
I didn't know my sister was gonna be here. Look at this guy right here. He's just chilling.
There were also ducks here. And it's Tuesday morning here in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm gonna take a shower now. And I gotta say, this is probably one of the coolest bathrooms and showers that I have ever showered in and stayed at. I showered in it last night, and oh man, yeah, it's good stuff. This shower rules. Look at that. So a couple of really cool facts about the place that I'm staying at right now. This place actually used to be an arena. The Memphis Grizzlies used to play ball here. There's been a whole lot of concerts that have been here. Incubus has played here. Ozzy's played here. NSYNC's performed here probably at least 3 times. The WWE, back when they were the WWF, had their St. Valentine's Day Massacre in Your House pay-per-view event here as well. How about that, huh? I don't know if I brushed my beard, but oh well. And the last event to take place here was on February 3rd, 2007 with Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. And after that, it closed down in like 2011 for renovation and opened like 2015. And now it's a hotel and a Bass Pro Shop. Pretty mint.
That's really in there.
We started our day with breakfast at a place called Brother Juniper's. It was really good, actually, especially the French toast. With that being said, though, you can't really mess up breakfast unless you're Denny's. They find a way. They find a way. We're at a parking garage here near Beale Street, and we're gonna go try to get on a trolley. Remember when you were a kid and you'd be just walking in places and you go and you're like, oh, I can touch that, and you try to jump up and try to touch it? Well, watch this. See? I don't even have to jump. We thought there was a scenic tour that took us around town, but trying to figure out the maps was slightly challenging, so we just ended up getting on a random trolley and just hope it took us somewhere interesting.
The $20 bill,
Yeah,
we need the exact exchange.
Exact change.
you're kidding.
No,
Ooh. Let me check.
antique.
Here we go. All right.
And then we managed to come up with exact change, so we were on board.
Museum?
I gotta
Oh, you gotta hold on.
I'll go over here. Yeah.
All right, no need to bring God or Jesus into this.
I was doing my own.
Yeah, I just got one thing to say real quick. If you are a citizen in Memphis, Tennessee, pick up your trash. There's a lot of litter in that city, and it's unnecessary. It is not hard to find a garbage can. Pick up your trash. And then we wound up on a bus that ended up dropping us not far from the Lorraine Motel, which is the site of Martin Luther King's assassination, where everything is still left intact from that tragic day. We ended up not going inside the museum because it was closed for some reason on this day, but seeing this was certainly interesting. We then made our way back to Beale Street and went to a place called A. Schwab. They are known for having old school soda fountains where they somehow get the pop from these machines, which I goofed on getting footage of, and they add the syrup to the drink and mix it in, and this is how they did it before they started canning our carbonated beverages. We got a root beer. 10 out of 10. Highly recommended. Keep gates closed no matter what the goats say. So in Hollywood, they have the Walk of Fame. And here in Memphis, they have, they probably got some other thing for it. But they have music notes that they put their names on. And here's Elvis's. And there's others, like that guy. Yeah, there's a lot. We got some jarred peaches here. It was in this very building where Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated Vince McMahon by climbing out of a steel cage and escaping. These are facts. This happened. Mankind and The Rock had a last man standing match that ended in a draw. This building's got some history. They have Lincoln Logs for kids to play with. I don't know about any of you guys, but I certainly played with Lincoln Logs growing up, along with Tinker Toys and Legos. But yeah, these Lincoln Logs, pretty cool. Definitely a pristine toy growing up. And here is one of the hangout areas here at the hotel. One thing they had here was a little area dedicated to the history of the pyramid, which was really neat. I like seeing the pictures of what it used to look like inside as a venue. I am very intrigued by the fact that this place used to be an arena and is now a hotel. And then we got on the elevator to head to the top of the pyramid.
The bar is open seating.
Cool. Yeah, the hangout area up here is really cool. There's also a bar and restaurant. The food was a little pricey, but I did get a beer, and it was pretty good. Fun fact, that is the Mississippi River, and on the other side of that bridge is Arkansas.
It's not even that intense, you know? Very curious what happened over here. Thanks.
Talking about that building with the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
And then after all that, we were back on the elevator heading back down to ground level. I had it on our itinerary to go to Beale Street on this evening, so we did that. We discovered that Jerry the King Lawler had a bar and restaurant here, which I had no idea about until we got here. We ended up spending a good amount of time eating and drinking there. It was one of the more happening bars on the street. They had a pretty solid band there playing both covers, and I think I heard some originals in there as well. We did end up walking down Beale Street some more, but after a while my phone battery was getting low, so I didn't end up getting much more footage of the evening, but it was definitely a good time. I did, however, decide to use the jacuzzi. Can I have eggs, sausage, chips and beans, and the tea? So check this out. We got this fan right here. Go up. Science. All right, it's the next day here at Memphis, Tennessee, and we're gonna go visit Graceland, the home of Elvis. But first, the most important meal of the day. Breakfast. We ate at this place called the Arcade Restaurant. I know what you are thinking, and no, there are no video games here. It has apparently been open since the year 1919. It most certainly has some age to it, and apparently Elvis Presley used to eat here quite often. Would you just look at the wear and tear on these tables? And here is our food. As you can see, I had already consumed my eggs. That looks very faded.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Great.
There we go, straight ahead.
They called me and look at that white jack. Hey, I can't get him.
Well, I think that.
Don't know where my microphone is. Could be lost, could be in the car, could be on the street somewhere. I don't know. Hopefully I find it. It's a $60 mic. I found my mic. Update. I found my mic.
12:30. How about 12:30?
That's quite the scanner, that's funny.
And this is when I learned that we weren't allowed to take any videos or flash photography of the Graceland property. They even had signs stating so. We did indeed take some non-flash pictures, so I'll go ahead and show you a couple of those. They still had all the original televisions in there, most of which are still working. Elvis apparently had 14 TVs in his house, and some rooms even having multiple in one. My favorite rooms were definitely the jungle room and the yellow room. It's one of those things you just have to see in person. I'm also just a really big fan of 70s decor in general. It's just got a really good vibe, you know what I'm saying? I did get some videos of his vehicles because I didn't see any signs saying not to film any of this. So, yeah, check all this out. And on the aviation side of things, I'm getting conflicting results on how many aircraft he owned, but he had quite a few planes, let's just say that. He had apparently leased a Fokker F-27 turboprop, and then a month later returned it, and then went out and bought a Gulfstream G1 turboprop and a Dassault, if I'm saying that right, Falcon jet. And two of the aircraft sit here preserved on display. A former Delta Airlines Convair 880, which became the Lisa Marie, a Lockheed Jetstar L1329 named Hound Dog 2, and then apparently Hound Dog 1, also a Lockheed Jetstar L1329, had just been chilling in the desert in New Mexico for 40 years until apparently this past January 8th, 2023, it sold at an auction for $260,000 to an aviation YouTuber named Jimmy's World. And he does a few videos on that, and I will put a link to his channel in the description.
How's it going?
So there's no recording photos.
Oh, it's all recorded? Oh, okay.
We saw all there was to see at Graceland, so we then headed out. We didn't have a whole lot on the itinerary after Graceland, so we ended up driving around the perimeter of the airport just to check it all out. It's MD-11. The newer, After a little bit of that, we decided we might as well head on back to Beale Street. We ended up eating at an Italian restaurant like a block or two away called Aldo's Pizza Pies, and I once again goofed on getting my own footage of. I really need to step up my game here. I almost joined these two dancing because they were getting down. It was a bit quiet on this particular evening. It was a Wednesday after all, so we decided to head back to the hotel. We got a couple of drinks at the hangout area here, and here's me contemplating my life's choices. Hey, Mom. Are you ready for another day in Memphis?
Ready?
We started our day with Sunrise Memphis. I ordered the avocado toast, and this might be the first time I've ever had this. And there were some eggs on top. I personally enjoyed it. And I got some fruit with it because I was feeling to get something a little healthy. At this point, we had basically done all the things that we wanted to do. So what did we go do? So we're here at the Memphis International Airport. No, we're not going home yet. That's tomorrow. We're doing a little bit of plane spotting. Now, I don't have a $1,700 camera to film a proper plane spotting video. I've got an iPhone, which works great for what I do, but not for stuff like this. So if you want to see a legit video on that, I suggest you check out some of the other YouTubers who specialize in that, such as HD Melbourne Aviation and many others. There's traffic lights and a plane. And now, we're gonna get some Gibson donuts. Or I should say, probably Gibson's donuts. No. We ended up making one last stop at Graceland to see the gate and fence area, and we took notice to all these signatures from all of the years. Alright, we're going to head to Beale Street for one final time, and we're going to get ourselves some dinner. The hotel had a complimentary shuttle service to anything within the area. This is what we had been using whenever we went to Beale Street. Oh. So we're at the Flying Fish here in Memphis. I thought it was on Beale Street. It's not on Beale Street. It's near Beale Street though. I ended up getting the fried crawfish jambalaya, and the quality was definitely there, but I didn't care for it too much. There's a chance I might have been still a little bit full from the donuts too. And then we headed back to the hotel and went back up to the top of the pyramid at night. Thank you, sir. Don't mention it. So we're here on top of the Memphis Pyramid. In the distance over there, that's where the Memphis airport is. And everywhere over here is just, this is the view on the south side of the pyramid. And yeah.
Right?
I cannot remember if I shared this the other day, but this right here, this is cracked glass. And it would probably not be the smoothest ride down, not the roughest, but definitely not the smoothest either. All right, well, it's checkout day here in Memphis, and I don't know why that I don't film the rooms right when I come in when everything's nice and clean, but I don't. But I'm going to go ahead and show you a super quick tour of the room. So we left our windows closed because, you know, we'd be taking our clothes off and all that kind of stuff. And we don't want people just walking through here and see. But this is our view, kind of a neat view. Not really the best view, but, you know, it's okay. But to be honest, the room here, whew, spectacular. This was a sweet room. You got an artificial fireplace there. Got this. We can turn this light on real quick. Hold on. And it lights up the stained glass. It's really cool. You open this up. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. I love having a window inside of a house. You know, just, I don't know, there's something, it's not a house, but, you know, it's a hotel room. And we're going to go through here. Here we had 2 sinks. And here's the lovely shower that we saw earlier. This is the jacuzzi. Probably one of the most romantic things that you can see. If you turn off all the lights, and this light would come on. And I tell you what, the zen is there. It's the stuff. This is the toilet room. You can even have like your own, you know, shuts and locks and all that. And I definitely enjoy this place. Definitely a really, really cool hotel. One of the cooler ones I've stayed at. Yeah, highly recommend it. Check out this van. I bet a really cool guy drives it. Alright, well that is the end of today's video. And remember, everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish's ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid. Thanks for watching.